domnilor, vă aducem acum în atenție un speaker cu care poate mulți dintre dumneavoastră sunteți familiarizați. Enrico Banchi. Enrico este expert în comunicare, consultant calificat pe dinamica interacțiunilor dintre sexe, atât la nivel personal, cât și la nivel corporativ. Și atenție, este expert în funcționarea creierului feminin. Dacă nu el, atunci cine? El este fondatorul brandului Positive Business Forum, primul eveniment dedicat în mod special companiilor și antreprenorilor, prin care explică modul în care știința pozitivă poate ajuta la creșterea productivității. În momentul de față, Enrico scrie articole pentru mai multe publicații de management și marketing. Întâlnirea cu Enrico va avea loc imediat. Acum vă invit să urmărim un scurt material.
Wow, I love this part. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, can you turn the lights on, please? Thank you. Hi, how are you? Why did you sit in the last row with the last people? It's okay, don't worry. It's okay. Oh my God, so take a look. How many of you were with me? What was 2018? 2017? You were? Okay, so let me see if I remember you. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I remember you. Hi, how are you? Welcome again. Nice to meet you again. Looking forward to it. Oh, that's raise the expectations. It's not very good for a public speaker. You never know what's going on. Can we do something? Hi, Simona.
Oh, Enrico, ciao.
Ciao, Simona. Come on, Simona, come here. Come, Simona, come.
Sei uno spettacolo.
Come on, yeah, spettacolo. You don't know, but Simona speaks Italian.
No, non parlo
sì,
bene,
sì,
Enrico.
sì. Adesso devi dire, invece di chiedere a me quante parole so in romano.
Sì. Che parole hai imparato in romeno?
Oh.
Drăguță e dimineața.
Drăguță.
Drăguța.
Is that a good word? Because you know what happens when you go around the countries, they teach you bad words. So they say, okay, yeah, the next lady you say drăguță, and you never know if it's a good thing or the bad thing, because it sounds like Harry Potter, dragon stuff, no?
No,
it's
Harry Potter.
Nice, it's nice. Frumoasa.
Sì, frumoasa,
Ok, frumoasa, drăguță.
Sì, bella. Dimineața, bella, frumoasa.
E tu? Cioè, ho capito. No, bella no. All right, brava.
Tu
She
sei
speaks
bello.
Italian.
No, non parlo bene.
All right. Thank you, Simona. Thank
Grazie.
you. Doru, can I tell you something? Yes. This, you have no idea. This is amazing. So let me tell you something, Doru. Last week I was in New York, the Big Apple. I was doing my job. And everybody asked me, where are you going to be next week? And I told them, I'm going to be in Brasov. And do you know what? There was one person in the audience that says, I am from Brasov. Okay, and I was like, really? Yes. So you speak Romanian? Yes, and she started to speak Romanian. Probably she didn't speak Romanian for the last 5 years, but she was like, oh my God, you go to Brasov, please. How is Brasov? So I am coming from Italy, all right? But of course, as everybody knows, there has been a couple of years of not fantastic times for everybody. So I haven't been traveling a lot. And let me tell you, Doru, that Brashos is definitely improving. I don't remember when I was here, but you have new shopping center, you have new streets, you have new things. And this, you know what? No factories. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, don't make me tell them stuff that you know. So yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, it's not a good thing. We have Tuborg. What is Tuborg? Tuborg. Hey, that was a good beer, huh? Hey, that was a good beer. Okay. I'm sorry? Carlsberg Luma. You're gonna call that in Italy Carlsberg Luma? Okay. I'll make some things. All right, so I'm very happy to be here. And by the way, this is an amazing setup for a public speaker like I am. Amazing. Look at this. Okay, did you have coffee? Okay, so have coffee. So this is, okay, buongiorno, just in case. All right. What are we going to do today? Oh, by the way, Simona, you were talking about the feminine brain?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. I love it. You have no idea. I've been talking about the feminine brain for the last 20 years. I can't do that anymore in Europe because you don't want to get into that. But, you know, I welcome all the ladies here with amazing, fantastic feminine brain. And, of course, I welcome all the... Let me welcome you, too. You never know her. You probably have a male brain, right? Hope so. Okay, thank you. Hope so is a good thing. All right. So, what are we going to do today? This is the title and the message. When Doru called me the beginning of the year, actually he called me last year, he told me, Enrico, what are you going to talk about? And I'm going to talk about the future. I'm very interested about the future. But it's not about the future of corporation. Our job, my job, takes me around corporation around the world. I'm not talking about corporation. I'm going to talk about the future you. All right? So stay with me for the next 50 minutes, something like that. And let's make a journey on what is going to be alive in the next years. And I don't know how many years. But trust me, corporations are extremely interested in knowing what you are going to be in the future as managers, as leaders, as parents, as teachers, as people, as teammates, as factory workers, as everybody. So let's start. As a good start has to start. How does a good start start? Once upon a time. Yes. So once upon a time, let me ask you to stay with me in this journey. So once upon a time for me means like during the 80s, okay? Because I'm from 1961, so you can imagine, make the calculation. So once upon a time for me was when I started working as a civil engineer around the world in the 80s. So once, for you maybe yesterday. Yeah, you look like it was yesterday. Cool, I like it, I love it. By the way, I really, really love it. So once upon a time, there was a time where people were simple. We went to school, we had fun, we had the team. Once upon a time, time was kind of a fixed thing. I don't know if you remember when you used to work from Monday to Friday, and then you went home, and then you shut down everything until next Monday. Do you remember? Some of you remember that? No, you're too young to remember that. Maybe some of you. You remember when Friday was the end of the week and the next week started on next Monday? So nobody had your phone number. Nobody had cellular phone. So you went home and the time was fixed. Okay, once upon a time, you had answers about life. Like Derek. Hey, Derek, you had, what, by the way, what was the answer to your question? 42, right? Yes, 42. So that, by the way, that's the right answer. Any question you have in your companies from now on, you answer 42. Why? Because this is the answer. So once upon a time, you had questions and you knew where to go. mom, pop, grandfather, friends, or manager, boss, you know where to go. Once upon a time, and this is good, the next slide is really, really good. Once upon a time, corporation could live in silos. You know what a silo is, right? Take a look at that. So, what silos mean? It means this. Let's say that you are an operation manager in the company. What do you worry about? Operations. Let's say that you are a salesman, commercial. What do you worry about? Commercial. Finance? Finance. So once upon a time, you had the luxury of telling people, if you do your job, and I do my job, and you do your job, perfect. The objective is there for us. Well, let me tell you something. Not enough anymore. Most of my job right now is to get into big corporation and destroying silos, because people can't do their job just thinking about themselves. Because if that would be true, there's no need for psychological safety. And I totally agree with Derek. I mean, there is need for psychological safety because we are in a need to work together. Once upon a time, we loved that thing because it gives to our brain, and you know that I love our brain, calmness. We felt in control. We felt that I was a civil engineer with a PhD, and this is my job, and this is what I'm going to do for the next 25 years of my life, and this is exactly what I want to do, and I wanted to do. I am the third generation of civil engineer in my life, in my family. My son, you will meet my son, is around here, but he's not a civil engineer. He had no intention to study civil engineer. So the civil engineer thinks he's gone. So is that good? Yeah, probably it is. But we don't have that control. We don't have that feeling of being strong anymore. Remember this, we don't have that feeling of being in control. We don't have that feeling of being strong because something happened. Now, what happened? In the last 25 years, maybe 30, a lot of things are happening. Do you remember Romania 30 years ago? It was the same? No, it was not, right? Okay. Yeah, sometimes I say, yeah, we remember. So, sometimes, okay. So, what happened? In the world, in the last 30 years, happened a lot of things. But in the last 3 years, happened so many things that pretty much changed. I don't say it changed everything because it's not completely true, but it changed so much in our life, in my life, in your life, that we can actually say that one era is going to be ending soon. Actually, no, we changed that slide, says that era is done, and we are starting a new one. Wow. Now we have a problem. And this is a major problem. We are starting a new era, and we have no idea how it's going to be. Imagine this question from your kids. Daddy, I see that your marriage has been very successful. Now I'm in the age of getting married myself. How am I going to be 100% sure that my wife will be the perfect wife? What do you answer to your kid? You? What? You will never be 100%. So what do you expect him or her to say? I'm not gonna marry, marry or something else, okay? But you say, no, you still have to do it, but it's an unknown place to go. I was talking with somebody who is going to be father in next month. He tells us, I'm not knowing where to go. This is the unknown. And we have a dilemma right now in companies. So I know that when I'm talking with HR professionals. So listen to this. What if I tell you that I come as a consultant in your company and I will change your manager in order for them to produce 300% more. Let's say that I'm telling the truth, okay, for 1 second. Let's say that it is true that Enrico Banchi with Scuola di Palo Alto and all my partners, we can come into your companies and change the mentality of your manager, 300% production. Everybody would say, okay, can you put it in writing? Yes, I can. Okay, let's do it. But I'm going to ask for a total lockdown of your company because I need a lot of time to make them change. Because I need them to come train at my site or in my school for the next 6 months. You're gonna tell me I can't do that. I can't close the factory, I can't close the company. Actually, everything is going too quick that I can't do it. So the dilemma and the challenging that HR department has right now is called transforming while performing. So you have to transform the mindset of your people at the same exact time they are not losing any performance. Now that's a challenge because they can't stop. So at the Scuola di Palo Alto or our partner, we sit down with huge clients. We say, how are you going to do it? Well, of course, it's about training. Yes, but we already do training. Well, we think that the training is one of the things that you have to change from now on. And you have to start thinking about training in a totally different way. And I will get a little bit more into training later on. But why we do that? Because we want to create what? That's another thing that I want. If I come actually I come here and what I see is people moving. Moving is good. I don't want to enter in companies where everybody looks like the zombies. You know the zombies? Well, Walking Dead. Yeah, The Walking Dead. I have some of my customers that you go into the company, they sort of like, hi, how's it going? Well, very well. Well, we're doing okay. They look like freaking zombies. So like, I don't want that. You need to move your companies, any company. You need to find the energy. You know what they tell me? They tell me whenever I do my job as a speaker or as a consultant or as an assessor or whatever I do, sometimes I don't know it, whatever I do, it says, oh, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of passion. Oh, okay, you look like, okay, why? You don't? Well, I don't know. You look like, do you have passion? Yeah, you look like passionate. Look at that, you have a good smile. Oh, by the way, Derek's smile is perfect, okay? So you go green and smile. So you go in your companies and smile. Don't tell anybody. But smiling has a neuroscientific task. Why do we smile? Can I do a parenthesis? Why you should smile? If you ask people around the world why you should smile, and people say, well, we should smile because it's a good thing to do. Well, no. Why you should smile? Because you probably don't know, we have the 10th cranial nerve in our body, which is called the vagus system. And when I see somebody smiling, it's very difficult that you want to kill me. Yeah. So if you want to kill somebody, smile, because they're gonna lower their defenses. Okay, right? That's nature, guys. That's nature. If you smile, people enter in a room and you're smiling and says, okay, they're not gonna fire me. Or maybe your boss is so bad that he's smiling and says, hey, you're fired. Enrico Banchi told me to smile, so you're not gonna get mad, right? Well, there is a lot more in that. But we know we need to create movements because everybody wants to grow. And you can't grow staying still. You can't. So you need to move in order to grow, in order to have a future But finally, it's all up to what? It's all up to HR? It's all up to the company, well, the corporation, the headquarters, the Q, the people in the States that thinks for us, the people in Germany that just thinks for us. No, most of the time, it's all up to us. Most of the time, you go home and you should start, and this is what I'm asking you to do right now, it's let's think. Most of the time, you have to stop. So, in a couple of slides, maybe more, I'm going to talk about a concept that I cherish, that I love. And it's about these things, is let's think, let's meditate for a moment. Now, this is the time of a nice storytelling. And the nice storytelling is about this. This is a nice, it's a kid book. You can find in libraries. It's called Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel. I don't know if you know, you probably, that's a steam shovel, okay? I don't know his name in Romanian, but it's a very ancient. The novel is from just after the war. So this is what this story is about. Mike had the steam shovel, and actually the steam shovel had a name, Anne-Marie, and he went around doing a lot of jobs of construction with the steam shovel. But he, because he was very busy, he didn't keep up with the times. So there were new steam shovels, there were new electric shovels, you know, the technology had advanced. So step by step, he lost all his customers. But suddenly, people from Brasov said, we need somebody very, very fast to dig the cellar of the new municipality, and like we can find anybody to dig the cellar. So Mike says, well, I can do with my Anne-Marie, which is my steam shovel. Okay, can you do it quick, please? Yes, I can do it quick. So comes Mike. And he did, and he did, and he did very quick. But he forgot something. He forgot to build a ramp to go out. Because building the ramp to exit was going to take a lot of time. So I'm not taking the time to building the ramp, so he was stuck. So he started thinking, I have to change my mind. And change is inevitable. And if you don't, you're going to end up as his shovel trapped in a hole. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to stop and build the ramp. Wait. So what are you telling me? Okay, this is what I'm telling you. Because this is so important to me. And in the last 2 or 3 months, I had the chance to talk with very high-level manager. And I'm telling them something like, do you know Ferrari? Yeah, I could have chosen any car, but you know, yeah. Sorry. By the way, Ferrari is my client, okay? It's my customer. Ferrari Formula 1. So if you speak with the pilots, they tell you something that it could be managed to be told to people something like this. And please take this, and I don't know, write it down in your company. Look, rush is the first enemy of speed. Okay, another story. 2 months ago in Scuola di Palo Alto in Milan, we hired a new manager. He comes from a big corporation. He wanted to work with us, so he came in. And he was like at the new level of manager, very active, right? So he started to come to our office in Milan. And the other day, it was like 9:15 in the morning, and I was taking coffee at our bar, internal of our office. I was taking coffee with my partner, talking about what? Nothing. About, well, actually, I'm Interista, so So I'm talking about we were going to, well, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's okay. So we were talking about football. He came in on a rush. And we are the owner. We're telling him, hey, Giuseppe, hey, what do you do? I have a meeting at 9:30. Yeah, me too. It's 9:15. Yeah, it's 9:15. It's not 9:30. Yes, so take a coffee with us. Yes, but I have a meeting at 9:30. Yes, where is the meeting? Right there, 5 meters from us. So take a coffee. Slow down. You have to slow down to go fast. He looked at us like we were like, oh my God, what kind of company is this? Because if I enter my company like this, they will fire me. Because I didn't look like, I have to do a lot of things. I have a video call at 9, a video call at 10, a video call at 10:45, and a meeting in video at 10 and 11:05, and I don't know, I am so say, hey, breathe. Okay, I'm breathing, but I have a call. Yes, but breathe. If you take a look at the pilots of Formula 1 20 minutes before the race, they are like that? No. They're sitting at the box, taking some water and thinking about the race, but they're sitting nicely. 10 minutes to the race, they start walking to the car, right? 5 minutes to the race, okay? And the TV guy is, oh my God, the race. And they are just walking nicely to the car. 2 minutes to the race, they get the helmet, they get in the car. 30 seconds to the race, they're ready. Okay? Sounds like your corporation? Sounds like you working from home? Sounds like you working from home. Oh my God, it's breakfast time. Okay, I have breakfast. Please, kids, don't play PlayStation because I have a video call. So, and my camera is not working. So this is the problem. We have to change, but change is ridiculously hard for people. Let me give you another story. In 2014, London Underground had some problem. It doesn't really matter what kind of problems. Listen to this. They closed some tube stops from the underground, the Metropolitana subway. Okay. So after a while, the people who stopped and couldn't use the subway, they find out that walking from the other station was faster than taking the subway to the next station and walking from there, right? So, wait, that was good. I found a quicker way to work. Well, let me tell you, it was kind of an experiment. People were psychologists, they were observing, and it happened then only 5% of the subway riders permanently changed their commuting habits when they reopened the subway. So, welcome to your brain. I have been used to use that subway and that exit for so many years that even if I demonstrate you with hard facts that you are spending less time to get to job, when they open the old way to do it, they will reverse and go back to the old way. And this is because our brain is a control freak. Our brain loves. Our brain, I need to know what's going to happen. When our brain is not in control, you feel anxious. So, this relates a lot on Derek's speech. Anxiety is that I can't control because I don't know my team member. I'm not sure how my boss is going to respond, so I keep quiet. Because our brain wants to know what's going to happen. It's in there. Boom. All right, that was cool. Okay, so when it's not in control, anxiety is the result. Now let me reverse to the beginning of the speech. How many of you, don't raise your hands, how many of you think that you have total control on your job, on your career, and on your company for the next 15 years. A total control, not some control, total control. How many of you? Of course, you're laughing. Why? Because it's a silly question. It doesn't make any sense anymore. If you ask this question in 1960 in Italy, how many of you think that your job is going to be permanent for the next 30 years? 95 of Italians would have said, I work for Poste Italiane. I'm going to be here until the world dies. I'm going to be here and not going to move because Poste Italiane is going to be here in the year 3451. Okay? But now you can't. If you go to Poste Italiane, they don't say that. People is extremely anxious when they're thinking about the future. Now, let's do something. We can use a little trick here. And the trick is called mental time travel. Mental time travel is the ability to envision the consequences of future decisions based on the present action. Dad, can I marry? Can I marry her? I was thinking a name. I don't want to say the name. So can I marry her and be sure what's going to happen in the future? He says, I don't know. If I ask you to use it now, we don't have the time to do that, but I would love to come to your company and says, use mental time travel. What is that? Okay, use mental time travel. So stop, and think exactly how you're going to behave in your corporation in the next 5 years. Exactly. Take your time. Are you going to be more empathetic? Are you going to be assessed? You know exactly, your self-awareness is going to be to the roof? Well, I don't know. But what do you think is also mental time travel? And if you like it, it's going to be good for you, or we have the problem because the asymmetric volume of the intangible future and the predictable present. I know what I can do now. I know what I can have for dinner now, but I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next. So that forms the basis of change resistance. So change resistance comes from your brain. And change resistance comes because your brain has a couple of systems called by Daniel Kahneman and many other scientists and psychological and psychologists. They have this system 1 and they have the system 2. So the system 1 is the very fluid, easy, intuitive brain, and the system 2 is the rationality of my brain. So it's very slow. But these are not the only systems that work that way. We have a system X, which is based on the turning on of the basal ganglia. And the basal ganglia in your brain loves, listen to me, loves habits. When you go to your corporation, people just love to keep doing the things they've been doing for the last 2 centuries. They love it. The brain loves it because there is safeness there. There is safety. So we have to activate in our brain a system which is called system C, which is the prefrontal cortex. Now we have a problem with the prefrontal cortex. Guess what? If you remember what we talked 4 and 5 years ago, the prefrontal cortex needs energy. Yes. So, hey, how bad? Corporations are asking you to think. No. Really? Yes. You have to think. Now, most of the brain of your people, not yours, of course. Not yours. Okay? Most of the brain of your people will tell people, hey, thinking is an energy consumption matter. Try not to think too much. Try to do the things that you know how to do it. All right? So I preserve energy. I could explain to you exactly how that works. But it's a huge problem. Now, when you know that, you understand that energy is the key to change. Because you have to involve system C into telling people, stop. Now that you know how to do things better, you have to stop doing the things they used to do. We have a program that is called Brain Training on Disruptive Sales. We go all over the world to train people in retail to stop doing what they have doing for decades and to start doing something new that we will teach them. And they go like, oh my God, okay, we'll try. Now, when they try, it works. So they tell me, oh my God, these things works. Yes. So when it works, it's like carrot. And the brain says, oh, it works, dopamine, dopamine, I like it. So do that again. Now, the other problem with doing things is about the theory of the 1,000 brain. Oh, I really don't have the time to explain that, but listen to me. If you take a bottle of perfume Chanel No. 5, you know Chanel No. 5? Okay. Tell me, how do you expect when you open the bottle and smell Chanel No. 5, what do you expect? Ladies, what do you expect? What do you expect? Come on. That smells? Actually, it smells like Chanel No. 5. Right? So they made, listen to me. If you take a bottle of Chanel No. 5 and you smell Chanel No. 5 and it's supposed to be Chanel No. 5, your brain does not activate a thing. Why? Because the theory of the 1,000 brains says that the prediction that my brain does has been matched with the reality, right? So I was expecting Chanel No. 5 to be Chanel No. 5, and doesn't matter what Chanel No. 5. How much energy does the brain need? Nothing, but they made an experiment. Chanel No. 5 experiment, they did this. They substitute Chanel No. 5 with butyric acid. Just for you to know, butyric acid smells like very bad thing. I can't say that because I'm being recorded, but very bad. Imagine anything that smells really, really bad. Can you imagine that? Really, really bad. No, not that bad. Worst. Worst. Okay, imagine that. And you put that acid into the Chanel No. 5 bottle. Now you go to an experiment and says, smell Chanel No. 5. So your brain is ready to smell Chanel No. 5. When you smell the acid, your brain goes nuts. It was like, hey, alarm. Beep, beep, beep. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? What is this? What is this? Hey, so you see a reaction? Reaction with energy, because we were not expecting. Now you want to change? Let's do another experiment. Well, actually the experiment has been done. There is a very famous place in Seattle, and it's there is a stair in the Bullitt Center, which is, by the way, which could be very interesting for your headquarters. This building is famous because it's like a 6 or 7 story building. It's not very high, but there is these beautiful stairs in the entrance where you can see Seattle 360 degrees. Okay, that's the stair. And you know what? Because the stair is there and it's so beautiful, 85% of employees of that particular corporation, they go through the stair. Oh, why? Because in Seattle everybody is so 90s style. It's just like we want to get in exercise. No. Why everybody goes to the stair? Because it's called frictionless environment. The stair is there, and it's much easier to get through the stair where everybody is going around looking at a nice view than to go to the elevator where you have to stay in queuing, whatever, right? So everybody, like 80% of the population of that building, they use the stair. So are they crazy? No. Their brain is taking the easiest way. And your corporation need to build stairs for everybody. You want to make your people change? Make them easy to change. Hey, listen, now we have to change. But in order to change, you have to do these new policies. 150 pages of policies, and you have to follow these rules, like a dozen ton rules, and that's not easy to change. You want people to change, you make them easy. By the way, how long does it take to change? There is a myth that the brain learns something in 21 days. Bull. Shit. Sorry, okay. Don't translate that. Hey, don't translate. Okay, thank you. Too late. Oh, sorry. Okay, bull. So the brain takes a lot of time, and the time goes from 18 to 254 days to build a new way of doing things. The average is 2 to 3 months. So you have to build the stair, and after you build the stair, you have to check the people that use the stair for 3 months. After 3 months, people will say, hey, I'm using the stair. Yeah, but was not you that you didn't like the stair? Yeah, I didn't like the stair, but you know what? Everybody's using it. Everybody's so happy using it. And by the way, I'm making some exercise. I feel good using the stairs. So frictionless. That's why we have to rethink the way we want to pursue change. So we have to develop change in a neural-friendly way. And to be honest, not all my customers are doing that. Maybe we have to rethink training. Maybe we have to rethink how the brain trains. Okay, this last part, 15 minutes, is going to be about the things. Well, things is not good. Somebody says, well, things, oh, that's about, okay. This is human resources, skills or competences. You like that better. Yeah, yes, no, don't talk about things. Things is okay. Skills or competences for the future you. First of all, you have to develop, and oh, by the way, if you have it, you check. Okay? Now, in your mind, you see the competence and you say, I'm totally, yes, that's fine, I have it. First, cultural fluidity. You have to love people from everywhere in the world, and I mean everywhere. You have to like people, you have to understand culture, you have to understand culture. Oh my God, I have a video conference with an Asian guy. Yeah, he doesn't speak English. I don't understand when they speak English. They speak Indians, yeah. So what? So the Indians speak English that way, so you have to understand. Yeah, but I don't understand my English. So you have to work together. Acquire diversity. I understand that my brain is connected in different ways, so diversity is not what you think it is. Do you know how many diverse people are in the world? Yeah, it's easy. How many diverse people are in the world? 7 billion. Yeah, 6 billion was like 10 years ago. Like 7 billion, almost 8. 8 billion. Are you the same as her? No. Are you the same as her? No. And we go around companies doing diversity and inclusion. What's diversity and inclusion? Diversity and inclusion is between Romanian people, white people, black people, it doesn't matter. We are different from my neighbor. That's the first diversity that you have to understand. If you don't understand that, you are different. By the way, you are different from your kids. Do you know that? Do you know that your kids, they think in separate ways you do? Okay, the next one is personal drivers. What motivates to work? What are motivation? But that's easy for you because I'm totally sure that you've done it. Then there is the risk. Managing the risk of change using mental time travel. So is this going to be a risk? No, I don't know. Let's stop. We can stop. Yes, you can. Stop and think. Go around. Is this decision is going to be very good in 1 year? Well, I don't know. What do you suggest? And work together. And by the way, the next one is you can assess this, and it's called total extreme self-awareness. I can't work with people that they know who they are. I can't. I know that GPI is assessing people as many are. Do the assessment and check if the assessment is telling something that you already knew about yourself. I know myself so well that I'm embarrassed sometimes. And I let all my people, all my team to know me so well that it's embarrassing sometimes. My assistant calls me every single day at 7:30 in the morning. Did you read your email? Okay, thank you to remind me, because I don't read emails. So I have somebody that pokes me every single night. Embarrassing, I know myself. Total flexibility. Hey. Please. Flexibility? Hey, I like that. No, I'm not. 60 minutes, man. I'm not. It's cursing me in there. It says, hey, you're late. Okay, okay, what do you want me to do? Finish? Okay, I'm late. Stay with me. I'm talking about total flexibility here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, adaptation, it is fast. So, okay, be flexible. Come on. Okay, so total flexibility is not what you think it is. Yeah, because I talk with people and they say, I am flexible. And then you say, okay, so because you're flexible, this is our new office. I'm not that flexible. So flexibility is much more than you think. Much more than you think. And now I want to repeat after me. Don't do it because it sounds silly, but repeat in your head. Okay, resilience with keys, which is repeat after me. I am sure I will fail. No, you can't fail. Psychological safety. I can't fail if I don't feel safe. But I can fail and I will fail because when I fail is the only way I can get my resilience up. The next one is kind of neural efficiencies. Okay, so this is better. So let's try to understand a little bit about the brain. Okay, so there are tons of books out there. Read them, love them, and try to understand why the female brain is what it is, which is fantastic. I've been married for a long time, long time. And you know why? Because my wife is always right. Always. It doesn't matter what she said, you're right. So that's a goal. Okay, the next one we can stay here for, but because I'm late, I can't talk about this. This is team. Okay, two-bar. Fine. I love that team thing. There's no more time to play solo. And that's a huge problem. Most of my clients, they think they play team, but they don't. They don't. Okay? So you have for the, I don't know if it's the first time, you have to stop and think what team means. Team means a lot of things I don't see in corporation. I see sometimes, okay? Then we have fast and frictional innovation. And then the next, do you know what technology is? Okay, please. Should I kneel down here? I mean, please. 2 years ago, something struck the world, pandemic. So everybody went home for video conference. Is that right? You do that in Romania? Video conference on Zoom, Teams, right? Okay, that was 2 years ago. So you have been doing Teams conference for 2 years. You should know when your microphone is off and how to turn it on. Because you have been doing this for 2 years. So after 2 years, you're not allowed anymore to say, I'm not a technological person. This is not about technology. This is about pushing a button. I don't know what the button is. Go to YouTube and find where the button is because you have been doing this for 2 years. Well, but I don't use Zoom. Learn. I don't like her. Learn. You go to your kid and you ask your kid how he learned on TikTok how to use the freaking Zoom. Learn. So I will love technology. Everybody needs to love technology a lot. And then you have to know, I'm almost done, okay? Continuous learning. You know what TikTok is? You should. If you don't have TikTok, you have to download. TikTok is the next frontier of learning. TikTok is, let me learn something right now. They have 45 seconds. Okay. Oh, Enrico, but that's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid, but you learned something. how to cook a duck, so it's something, it's there. So this continuous learning, you have to train and train and train, and TikTok and train and train, and YouTube and train, and real training and academy, and you go, that's what you do. I don't want you to go on this path in the wrong way. Look at this path, cultural destructiveness. We have been doing business for the last 50 years this way. We'll change nothing, our people is just fine. Or you can go to cultural incapacity. Yeah, we are, our company are different from the rest of the world. Yes, that's fantastic. We don't do that in Romania. Why not? Right, because we are Romanian. Yeah, and they are German, and the other one is Japanese. Why we don't do that in Japan? Okay, and the one is cultural blindness. We don't see how training can support us. We don't see it. We don't see it. We've been doing training, but we don't see it. Then we have cultural pre-competence. That's to the positive past. There is let's explore the new world for real. Let's try to understand where to start right now. Then we go into cultural competence. We understand we need more different competences. Actually, by the way, that's what should human resources do right now. More competence, different competence. I would change, don't get me wrong, I would change 80% of the competence that I see around the world, like teamwork. Yeah, really? Whoa, nice competence, huh? By the way, you're the only one who has that competence in the world. Team working, yeah, that's nice. Okay, the next, good leadership. Whoa, that's a new one. Come on, let's be creative a little bit. We need more things. We need more stuff. And there was cultural proficiencies, and we promote an easy way to learn. We want people to learn. But to learn, you need time. Time comes from being speedy, but not rushy. So you have to stop to have time to learn. Yes, but you can't stop. If you don't stop, you rush. If you rush, you have an accident. And finally, where's my son? Son? Where's my son? Come on, come here. And finally, the future you needs to do something that I've been doing with this guy and this lady home for the last 4 or 5 years. You have to be able to manage them. And the only way to manage them is to ask them how the hell they think. So I sit down with him for real, and I ask him to explain to me what the hell, why they're laughing in some meme and I don't. Yeah, and it's not just like that. Why you're a community, why you are so, I don't understand when you talk. Why I understand when you laugh. Why I understand when you talk with your, and by the way, he's 26 and your sister is 22. And they think they belong to different generations. They talk to each other and they say, oh, when I was your age. What the fuck? I mean, when I was your age, okay? So stay here because we have to finish with a couple of surprises. But first of all, the future will be a very diverse place, and the future will be a very interesting place. And I want to see you there, and I want to think about how you are going to be as the future you. Thank you. Stay here. But we have, normally it would be finished, but it's not finished like the Marvel films. It's like Marvel. Now there's the thing that is 2 surprises. Okay, take a look at these surprises, because these are surprises that we talk with Doro. We have a lot going on between our 2 companies. And take a look at this, please.
So, we have a question for you. How do you make sure the concepts presented during any kind of training will transform into an actual, recognizable behavior? Well-developed training takes time and resources, and planning and meetings and convincing people to give up some of their valuable time to keep up with the so-needed training. Yeah, it takes a lot. So we came up with something simple, effective, and long-lasting. We came up with Palo Alto Academy, the most authentic way to provide next-gen learning experiences. We have converted 30 years of offline training mastery into a conveniently packaged digital solution to train the new frontier of managers and leaders. Our platform offers a complete roster of courses covering subjects such as public speaking, human resources, soft skills, leadership, neuroscience, marketing, sales, and much more. So you can finally plan to keep developing yourself and others through a continuous learning process, guaranteed by our trainers' expertise. Head over to academypaloalto.com and start your journey right away. Palo Alto Academy, trainers at heart.
Wait, this is not the surprise. This is the base of the surprise. The surprise is that if you follow that link, don't follow the link because we have a QR code. If you take that QR code with your phone.
Now.
If you take the QR code, we will give you for free. Free, guys, free. Don't do some of my clients that, no, I don't want free. No, it's free. Take it. If you don't like it, it's free. Right? Okay. So we will give you for free a 30 minutes public speaking, which are 3 videos of myself telling how you should do presentation, and a whole seminar of 90 minutes of how to build trust in your company. Now, this is an offer that's going to be there only for 7 days. So,
From now.
yes, from now. It goes like 7 days, 6 days, 23 hours, so just to make you anxious. Okay? So do that. You don't have to pay anything, just register and follow. If you have any problem and if you have more questions about the academy, that's why he is here. I brought him here for something, make him work, please. Okay? And now, yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Enrico. Please don't leave us. I have something for you.
What?
You know what happened when somebody late 5 minutes?
What?
Nothing usually. But when somebody late 1 hour, you know what means that? Please
You're gonna
show me your hand.
Midnight.
This is a cream. Now we'll. I don't want to tell you what I will do with you, but I will do that later. The idea, in fact, is this cream is very good for all the trainers which have a problem to stay in time.
I am so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry, my brother.
And don't leave me,
I'm
because we
so
have
sorry.
another things to do.
What is it?
Don't think bad. It's biological. Did you like the smell? It's cucumber.
Should I say yes because I had COVID?
If you
I
don't
lost
say
my
yes,
smell.
I really put you more cream.
I passed my smell. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic
And
smell.
he believed that. Yes, look at him.
Yes. Okay.
Ok. Ideea este că cine vrea să
Give me
verifice,
more. Give me more.
not too much. It's very fat. And you need only a small piece. You know, it's not Italian cream, it's Romania, it's the best.
Okay.
Ok, guys. O găsiți în față la recepția hotelului. Băgați-vă un ochi. Apropo, it's free to taste. To test that. Ok, not to taste, to test. Ok, e o mică diferență. În principiu, chiar dacă e cu castravete, nu se mănâncă. It's not for eating, even if it's with the cucumbers.
Okay.
Yes? No. Okay, but before to leave you, in fact, before you leave me, no, come back. Enrico, it's amazing all the time. And even if he late 2 hours, 3 hours, look like that, we want to celebrate a very good moment because he deserved that.
Oh,
Enrico,
what is it?
we have a award for you.
Really?
And we wait epic song for you.
Oh!
Okay.
Hey, this is good for my testosterone. Okay, very good for my testosterone. Thank you. I didn't expect this.
And please next time stay in time.
Okay, I will
Okay.
say in time next time.
Okay, it's your award.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Grazie.